Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Keely and we are doing a makeover. It's been a while since I've done a room makeover and we're gonna be making over my master bedroom. And I'm so excited because my master bedroom is a place that has never gotten any love. It's one of those rooms that I just like shove everything into, close the door, and hope for the best. But I really just wanted to give it a makeover because I spend a lot of time in there and I want it to be a nice place for Tim and I to hang out. And so I figured that now's as good a time as any. He actually is gone to work right now, so this is gonna be a surprise for him. I'm gonna try to redo it all before he gets home and surprise him with our brand new master bedroom that's cozy and a great place for us to hang out and spend time together. So get excited. I'm really excited. I'm gonna be taking you guys along with me on the whole process. There's a lot of DIYs. We're painting the doors. I'm making some stuff, all new bedding, new decorations, everything to give it a much more like grown-up, sort of classier, traditional feel. And I'm excited. So stick around because we got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it because he'll be home soon. So welcome to my room, YouTube family. Isn't it boring and messy? Definitely messy. It's overall just a lame space that never gets any attention. Honestly, she's long overdue for a makeover, but I mean, who isn't? So let's get started. Well, here goes nothing. I have been obsessing over having black doors for the past few months. It seems like such a small thing to obsess over, but I really just like it. Thank you to TikTok for that one. But painting all the doors in my house seemed like a little bit too big of a commitment for me right now. Painting every door black at once seems like it would be like marrying someone after the first date. Like you just can't go back, you know? So I figured I should start out small to see if I actually liked it, and at least if I hated it, then no one really comes in my room except for me and Tim when he's home and my kids who constantly barge in when I'm in the bathroom to ask me the weirdest questions. I ended up buying black paint from Walmart. Gross, I hate Walmart. But every Lowe's in my area was out of the paint they needed to make black. But Walmart and I have this love-hate relationship, so off I went. Gotta love the supply chain issues these days, so Walmart it was. This paint will be linked down below, but it's Glidden in the color Onyx Black. It was literally the only one they had. I used a small roller to put it on, and truthfully, I probably should have taken the doors off the hinges, but this is not HGTV, sorry y'all. I just went for it. I'm just happy I remembered to take the handles off. It took about 3 coats to get the doors completely black, and I was pretty nervous after the first coat, but they actually turned out really nice, and now I want to paint all my doors black, but I'm gonna let it marinate for a little bit before I make that decision. Okay, yes, I still have this Christmas tree up and we're about to take it down. I don't know why I still have it up. After Christmas, I just suffer from such burnout, I guess, that like I just couldn't will myself to take it down along with everything else. So I'm about to take it down and finally get rid of it. It is a cute tree though. If you're new here, my name is Keely. I'm 30 years old and my middle name is really Rainbow. I make YouTube videos about home decor, holidays, DIYs, and motherhood. And I like to keep it real because honestly, I'm somewhere in between Pinterest mom and hot mess mom. I live in North Carolina. I have 2 daughters who are 5 and 9, and I'm married to my husband Tim, who works in the oil field, which means he's hardly ever here, y'all. I'm your new mom friend who's going to encourage you, give you life hacks to be the Pinterest mom you want to be, and will never judge you because sometimes I throw my Tupperware away instead of washing it, and leggings are literally my favorite type of pants, okay? So let's be friends. I would love to have you subscribe. I try to put up 2 videos a week here on YouTube, and I also post a lot on TikTok and Instagram. Next project comes in the form of this chair, and I'm gonna need y'all to trust the process because I am painting this chair. Yes, a fabric chair is being painted with regular old paint, and we're just gonna go for it, okay? This might end up being a Pinterest fail, but honestly, all I have to lose is a $20 chair that my husband hates, so why not? I took off the legs, sanded them a little bit, and spray painted them gold with this absolutely amazing gold spray paint. I've never wanted to spray paint everything I owned until now. It's just so pretty. I can't understand how they made this spray paint so pretty. Next, it's gonna be time to paint the first coat of paint on the chair. Everything I use is gonna be linked down below, guys, so check down there. But I made a mixture of 1 part textile medium, which is meant to help keep the fabric soft, I guess, 1 part paint, and 2 parts water. The mixture needs to be really watered down so that the coats can be very thin on the chair. I sprayed 1 layer on with my paint sprayer, and then I had to let it dry, so I moved on to the next little project while we waited. Don't worry, we are coming back to this chair situation in a little bit. I really wanted a bench at the end of my bed, but benches are expensive, so I made one. The wood is from Lowe's. It was already cut to the size and only about 15 bucks. I attached these legs to the bench that I got from Amazon, and boom, a bench was born. These hairpin metal legs are my favorite. This is the 3rd project in this house I've used them on, and I can't recommend them enough. They're only $18, come with all the screws and hardware you need, and they look really nice. I also stained the top of the bench with the Minwax stain in the color Special Walnut. While my projects were drying, I got to work on decluttering some of the surfaces in our room and figuring out how to hide cords and all the ugly stuff that lived on our dresser. I picked up this basket from TJ Maxx and decided it would be perfect to hold the Xbox. We don't really use the Xbox for anything but Netflix, so hiding it seemed like it would work out just fine. I just ran the cords through the holes in the back of the basket and set the Xbox down inside, and it looks so much better. I also got this plastic thing to hide the cords from the TV. If Tim were here, I would have had him run an outlet to go behind the TV, but alas, it's just me as usual doing this DIY, so we're just gonna make it work however we can. I feel like I'm narrating this whole video, but I just have a lot to say and I don't want to miss out on any information that y'all might have questions about. So this is a really chatty one, but everything I bought is going to be linked down below, unless of course I got it on Facebook Marketplace or from the thrift store, which is kind of likely. I like those 2 places a lot. The frames I'm putting up are from Marketplace, such a good score, but I'm going to try to find some similar to link down below. And then I got the prints that are in the frames from Etsy actually, and had them printed at Walgreens. I wanted something kind of traditional and vintage, so I just went with these pretty floral like line prints. And of course I had to add in a wedding photo of us. Okay, y'all, back to the chair. After each coat was dry, I sanded the chair with very fine 220 grit sandpaper. This is what one of the tutorials I read online said to do because it would make the fabric softer and less stiff. That made sense to me, so that's what I'm doing here. Sanding it means you'll definitely have to put more coats on it, but I do agree that overall it made the fabric a much better texture. This chair was not the most comfortable chair to begin with, and the fabric was already like a stiffer kind of fabric. So I wouldn't really recommend painting a chair that has like a very soft or fluffy fabric. In that case, I might suggest dyeing it, but for this type of fabric, I think it worked really well. After each sanding, I did another very light coat with the sprayer, and then I also used a paintbrush to get into the little cracks that like the sprayer couldn't get into. It's been rainy, so I did put a fan on it constantly to get it dry between coats. It ended up taking 4 coats overall to get the desired color that I wanted. The color, by the way, is also linked down below. It is the color Palace Green. I also got a rug to go in the room. I've been wanting a rug forever in here, but just kept putting it off because that's what moms do, right? We put off making things beautiful for ourselves to spend the money on our kids or parts of the house that people will actually see. But I finally did it, and I don't regret it one bit. Huge shout out to Cadence for helping me put this rug down. I have fond memories of helping my mom move furniture around and redecorate when I was younger, and it looks like Cadence doesn't mind following suit. The rug changed this room for sure, and now it feels like so much cozier. It's amazing to me how a rug can change something so much. Photos is going to be the death of me. For some reason, I measure it all out, think it's going to be fine, and it never is. I end up nailing the same nail 10 different times to get it straight, but oh well. I absolutely love how the frames look though. I'm living for this more transitional decor style that's coming in. As soon as I learned what this was called, I fell in love. It's such a good mix of traditional and like antique pieces, which I love, and more like modern elements. It feels so much classier than any other decor style that I've done. No hate to anyone who loves farmhouse, but this is what I've been looking for my whole life. Next, I put together the new lamps. I got a great deal on these from QVC. I always feel like a grandma when I say that I shop at QVC, but they have really good deals sometimes. They have fast shipping, they have a great return policy, and they also do easy pay. So if you're looking to make an investment on something, you can pay for it in interest-free payments. This is not an ad. I'm just telling you why I love QVC so much. Somehow making payments of like 25 bucks seems so much better to me than making one payment of 200. Like, why am I like this? So if you're new to my channel or wondering what video is coming up next, now is my chance to convince you to stay and subscribe. I've got tons of fun spring content coming up soon. Everything from Easter decor to a spring front porch makeover. Also, spring cleaning and decorating, a room makeover for my daughter, and even some fun spring break content. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on anything. When I do a room makeover, I ball on a budget. Even though I'm so thankful that we live a comfortable life and can afford to redo our rooms if we want, I still don't see the point in spending a ton of money on it. I love to shop Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, and Amazon to redo a space. And to be honest, I still have young kids and soon we're getting a puppy, so I hate to make a huge investment on something and then have it get ruined. I also like to show you guys that you don't have to spend thousands to get the look you want. It can be so discouraging to see people redo their entire house and just like buy all this stuff at one time, and trust me, I've been there. Even some of us YouTube creators take time to save up to do these makeovers or buy things secondhand. Like, trust me, I like to ball on a budget too, so that is why I do this. On to some new bedding. Thank you, Amazon. Although I have kids, I love white comforters. I also like them to be like light and not overly heavy, and that's why I always get these from Amazon. They're super inexpensive, light, fluffy, look nice, and don't stress me out if they get dirty because, like I said, super inexpensive. Even after washing, it still needed to be steamed though, which is actually my new favorite chore. It's so satisfying. Never really known how to make a bed to look like in the magazine, so I literally Googled it. But let me tell you how I arranged the pillows. So for the pillows, I put the regular king size pillows that we like lay our heads on in the back. Then I stood up 3 Euro pillows in front, then 3 white throw pillows, and then these other 2 throw pillows that have the green velvet pillow covers. Honestly, I love how the bed turned out, and I think it is proof that you do not have to spend a ton of money to make your bed look fabulous. The Euro pillows were 40 bucks for all 4. The shams were 20 bucks for 4. The comforter was $35. The white pillows were $15 for all 3 from Bed Bath & Beyond, and the velvet pillow covers were $8 for both. That's a deal, y'all. Like, you do not have to spend that much money to have a beautiful looking bed. The cleanup at the end of the DIY is always the worst part. For me, there's almost always random things that I don't know what to do with sitting around, things I just don't know where to put, and I don't want to get rid of them, but I don't want them to be sitting in here either. I don't know if many other DIY videos show this part, so this is the cleanup part. There's tools, screws, and other random items that I just end up setting outside my room until I can figure out what to do with them. But now is the easy part, adding in the decor. Frames, plants, books, and candles, you know, all that good stuff to really tie everything together and give the room a full and cozy look. I shop at thrift stores for a lot of these little items, especially frames. Just remember, you can literally spray paint anything, okay? And the new plants are from IKEA. The lovely vase that looks like a lady's head is from Michaels. And I absolutely love her. The kids do not, but I think she is so beautiful. I put these IKEA flowers and these Dollar Tree flowers in her head, and I am obsessed. She reminds me of something that would be in some sort of like Regency home in London in the 1800s. And I'm here for that vibe, especially because I just finished reading the entire series of Bridgerton, and I'm obsessed. Like, I don't know why. Okay, it's time for the final coat of paint on the chair. We've done 4 light coats, sanded in between each coat, and we're making sure that the coats aren't too thick. If you put too much paint somewhere, I use a little towel to like rub it in and get the excess off. And after it was dry, I put the little freshly golden feet on, and she went into my room, and I love her. Okay, so here's the chair. Let's do a little up close so you guys can see how she turned out. Keep in mind, the chair was not the best chair to begin with. She is from the thrift store. She is not softest chair ever, but now she is at least green and cute. So here are her legs, so nice. And that's what she sounds like, okay? She's still very soft. Well, I say that, like she's still the same softness as she was. I would not recommend painting a very soft chair. One that's like a canvas-like material like this, that it definitely isn't a big deal. So there is, you know, her up close. Now I didn't sand like over here on the sides, so you can hear the difference. It's definitely like crunchy a little bit on the sides, but I'm not going to be sitting on the sides, so I did not bother to sand. I sanded this part and the arms and the back. She was a $20 chair. Now I feel like she's at least a $30 chair. I don't plan on sitting in this chair all that much, to be honest with you. She's an accent chair. Okay, that's why I didn't want to go out and spend something on a brand new chair. But I love her. I think she looks so good. She has had quite the glow up, okay? That being said, I do think painting the chair was a success. Just don't paint like a really fluffy chair, and maybe not one, like, I would recommend like painting fabric accent chairs. I wouldn't recommend painting your fabric couch if you're gonna sit on it a lot. She wasn't a comfortable chair to begin with, bless her, but you know, I just don't think that like it would be good to paint a chair you are going to use a ton. I mean, maybe, I don't know. You know, I don't know. You could give it a shot. I figure, you know, it's better to try to give something new life than to just throw it out and buy something new. So there she is in all of her glory, and I love her. So shout out to my new green chair because she's looking extra regal. I like her a lot. So what do you guys think? Do you think it was a success? I think it was a success. And I love this little corner. I am thinking about getting a plant up here. Let me know what you think. I mean, plants are never a bad idea. So let's take a look at how the room came out. We got to see it all put together, the final reveal, all of it. I love it. It's so cozy in here. It's such a traditional and beautiful sort of vibe. I just want to spend all my days in here. I do. I'm so happy to finally put some love into a room that's just for me. You know, sometimes we have to really give ourselves something like that. So I'm so happy with how it turned out. I can't wait to show Tim. I think he's gonna love it. I think he's also gonna feel like it's long overdue and super pretty. And I wanna know what you guys think. What was your favorite thing? Please tell me down in the comments because you guys know how much I love to talk with you. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. And thanks for hanging out with me. And also, if no one told you today, you're doing a great job. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.